Controversy at the Arizona Capitol after Republican State Senator Wendy Rogers blocked a bill that would make it a crime to impersonate a veteran.
And Rogers is an Air Force veteran, but the sponsor of the bill says Rogers did this for personal reasons. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum has the latest on the Stolen Valor Act, as they call it.
John, Christina, we spoke to Republican State Senator Walt Blackman, who has worked on HB 2030 for months now. But there is important context to this legislation that we reported last summer. Blackman's political rival ran against him and lost in the primary election, even though he had a big endorsement from Wendy Rogers, despite allegations of stolen valor. Here's a timeline of HB 2030, also known as the Stolen Valor Act. The bill would increase penalties for Arizonans who claim military honors they never earned or who alter official military documents. On January 15th, Republican State Representative Walt Blackman introduced the bill with strong support from veterans.
My father loved this country with all his heart and was proud that he fought in combat to defend our freedoms.
By February 11th, the bill passed unanimously in the House 58-0. It headed to the Senate Judiciary and Elections Committee, which is chaired by Republican State Senator Wendy Rogers. That's where the bill would be held up for a month before getting a hearing. Finally, Rogers approved a hearing yesterday. Experts were supposed to testify on behalf of the bill. During the hearing, Rogers put it on hold, saying she asked Blackman to amend the bill so that it would be in agreement with federal law.
Actually, none of it's true, because she hasn't reached out to my office. We did a check.
Democratic State Senator Annalise Ortiz tried taking action at the end of the hearing.
Madam Chair, I move House Bill 2030 receive a due pass recommendation, and I request a roll call vote.
It is held, so it's not on the agenda.
To that point, the people who are here who wanted to speak on it are gone?
Yeah, but that's immaterial. I ruled it as a held bill. It's off the agenda. And with that, the meeting is adjourned.
We had 70-plus veterans there. We had some that came from out of state just for this, some Vietnam veterans. And when she did that to those veterans and looked at them and basically gave them the middle finger to protect someone who has been proven to who stole his valor, that's disappointing.
Last year, Republican Steve Slayton lost the GOP primary in Arizona's District 7 to Blackman. Slayton campaigned with Rogers and gained her endorsement, but the Navajo County GOP discovered Slayton provided an altered form claiming combat veteran status in Vietnam and showing qualifications and awards he never earned.
This chairwoman, Ms. Rogers, has the sole discretion to decide which bills get hearings and which bills die, and she used that discretion, in my opinion, to protect her friend.
Senator Rogers declined an on-camera interview, but released this statement, saying in part, quote, "After the bill was transmitted to the Senate for consideration, I asked Senate staff to reach out to Representative Blackman's staff, requesting we amend the bill to mirror federal law so there would be no conflicts or confusion in tackling these crimes. I was informed he was not willing to compromise," quote. She concludes by saying, quote, "Instead, he continues a smear campaign, omitting the fact that a repeated good faith effort was made to work with him on this legislation. Sadly, it appears Rep. Blackman let a personal vendetta get in the way of honestly fighting for combat veterans," end quote.
Even a freshman lawmaker knows that you don't need a member's approval to put an amendment on a bill. You don't. You just do it. It's either hostile or it's friendly.
Fellow Republican State Senator Shauna Bullock did invoke Arizona's striker law, which allowed her sponsored bill, SB 1424, that passed committee and was ready for a floor vote, to be replaced with HB 2030, the Stolen Valor Act. It passed today out of the committee of the whole in the House. So due to the striker law, this bill is still alive for now. Once it gets to the third read in the House, and if it passes, then it's back in the hands of Senate leadership. But Senate President Warren Peterson does not plan to bring the striker bill to the Senate floor for a final vote, even if it does get out of the House. He says he's optimistic that Rogers and Blackman can come to some sort of compromise on HB 2030. I'm Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum.